All right, everybody. Welcome to the Nine Pennants Baseball Podcast. I am Cole. He is Josh. We're going to be going over if we think the team's starts of the year are real, are they fake, are they fraudulent? Um, yeah, we'll just go east to west and start in the American League.
Let's get it kicked off. We'll start with the Yankees. Little 14-9 record. I mean, I think they're pretty real. I don't think that's really an argument. It's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard not to say. I mean, with the team that they have, it's just loaded. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Mm-hmm.
one of the nastiest teams in the league for sure. I mean, probably behind the Dodgers. Cody Bellinger's, even though he's slacking, he has my heart forever.
Yep.
And I mean, yeah, I think they're gonna. I think either first or second is realistic for them in the AL East.
I agree with that. I think they are real. I don't think they are fake. But I don't think they stay in first place in that division. I'm still super high on the Red Sox. I do think they
Yeah,
will eventually take
that's
that over.
that's the only
But
team I
yeah,
see
I do
having
see
that.
them staying, above 500, making the playoffs. Can't really complain when you
Yeah,
have the second best hitter on your lineup or in the league in your lineup. So
yeah. It's just I mean it's that easy when you have good hitters and in a hitter's ballpark like theirs. It's just
yeah, they know how to
it's
hit well
GG's.
there. They're built really well for that stadium. Up like what, a bunch of lefties.
I think they have 4 or 5 lefties in that
Yeah,
lineup, and I mean, yeah, they have
torpedoes.
Oswaldo Cabrera's switch
He's
hitter, right?
yeah, I think so. All right. Second place, the Blue Jays, 12-10. I
Mm.
am gonna go off the limb and say this is fraudulent. I do not think they're this good.
And I completely agree. I don't think they really have a lineup that stacks up. I thought Santander, I did draft him in our fantasy league, thinking that he might be good,
Mm-hmm.
but man, is he off to a slow start, and it's affecting my team and my happiness. Really,
Which could
he's
say
really hurting my
something
heart.
to the point though that they are still 12-10, and he's supposed to be the guy behind Vladdy, and they are 12-10. But I was
Yeah,
not a believer in them before this year started, and I still am not. Their pitching is pretty mid. Um,
yeah,
Vladdy's amazing. It's sick that he's actually lost some weight and is looking fit now. He's got that fat
yeah.
contract, which is going to motivate him. I'm curious to see if they do start sucking. Is Bo Bichette going to get traded before he gets an extension? Um,
Yeah.
they're just too old.
I realistically thought that it was going to be a breakout Bo season. I really wanted it to be.
I
Bo
did
Bichette
too.
is
I
just
loved Bo when he
such
was
a
22, when he
he's
was
so
great.
steezy.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was. Well, he cut the hair. That was the problem.
That is that's a big problem.
If he didn't
You
cut,
can't cut the
yeah,
flow if it's working, you
yeah,
leave the flow.
yep, he fucked that up. Um,
Yeah, he really did.
Third place, Boston Red Sox, 13-11. Um, if you guys have watched
Yeah.
any of the other episodes on my YouTube channel or on our YouTube channel, that I'm super high on the Red Sox. I think they're gonna win this division. If not, make a push for the World Series. The American League is obviously a lot weaker than the National League, and I think they are right up there. They have some of the best hitters. Bregman's playing insane. Crochet's dealing. They just extended Crochet, so he's gonna be there for a while. Bregman's there. Um,
Devers is I
yeah,
mean, he started off really slow, but I mean, he's starting to turn it up now and
yeah,
I mean, when you look at their lineup from top to bottom, I mean, they have Wilyer Abreu who's freaking going off
yeah,
ridiculously. And
yeah.
then you have
Got
you have Roman Anthony sitting in the back seat, hopefully one
yeah.
day starting this season. And I
We
mean,
got Roman Anthony there. You got Marcelo
Duran,
Meyer. Marcelo Meyer is going to be coming up soon as well. They have
uh,
Duran, who's
that'd
one of
be
my favorite
nasty. I
players
forgot
in the
about that.
one of my favorite players in the league, in Duran. And Christian Campbell. Never would have thought he would have been this good. Was I knew he was going to
Killing
be
it.
good, but he's killing it, which is pretty
Yeah,
sick. That was
cases sucks.
Yeah, he
You
does
know,
suck. That was
yeah,
definitely my worst
that's
draft
the
pick
unblemished.
in fantasy. But I feel like I mean, we know what he is. He could definitely be better than this. And if not, the bright side, he's a first baseman, so you can really move Rafi over there if you need to.
Yeah, and realistically, I mean that's what it is. And I think that that lineup's so deep that it potentially doesn't matter that Tristan Cassis is
Um,
like having such a slow start. Like
yeah,
he can he can come back whenever he wants and fit right into the lineup perfectly. So I
Yeah.
don't think that's going to be a blemish. And I mean, their rotation's kind of nasty, and I think they really do have a chance. I mean, they're a 1 or 2 for me as well, just in the AL in general. Like I still think New York might take the AL, but Boston Red Sox, I mean, they're going to be a close second. It's going to be
Yeah, they're my top 2 in the AL easily.
yeah, by far.
Um. All right, Orioles
The
9-12.
I think
So
that was surprising to me. I'm not gonna lie.
I do too. I don't think they like for whatever reason didn't spend any money, which is so
Yeah, which
stupid
is
with how young of a team you have. Um,
yeah.
they brought Tyler
It's
O'Neill in. That was like their big offseason
and
signing.
he's doing fine. I think. Like if I remember correctly, he has like 5 home runs in the season or something like that.
He's doing all right, but
Yeah, he's doing
Cedric
okay, but
Mullins, dude, Cedric
turning up.
Mullins is so good right now, which is not.
I missed
Yeah,
him being like a star.
yeah, dude. When he was coming up, I think it was like 21, 22. He was so good. I had
He
him.
was a stud,
I
dude.
picked him up that first year. He blew up in fantasy and was carrying my team that year. But yeah, 9-12. I don't know if I believe this.
No, I mean I think they're gonna end up being better than the Blue Jays in my opinion.
Yeah,
They're probably gonna sit like right in third for AL East, and
I think they'll be
I
a couple games above 500. Maybe squeak a wild card in. That's about it. It kind of hurts when you have such a young team. Gunnar didn't start obviously until just a little bit ago, but
yeah.
they need to really start turning up. Their pitching's just not good. Um,
Yeah. It's Charlie Morton fell off completely.
yeah, he's just so old. I mean, what? When does
Yeah.
Grayson come back?
And
He hasn't
yeah,
even
I mean he
pitched
was on
this
that.
year.
I was to say he hasn't
Yeah.
pitched this year. And I mean the way he ended last year wasn't great,
Mm.
if I remember correctly. And I mean, I do hope he just comes back and just starts dealing because Grayson's fun to watch.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the report now. It says that he's gonna get a second. This was 3 days ago that he's getting a second opinion. After getting an MRI for his elbow/shoulder, and if you're getting a second opinion on
It's usually not great.
yeah, usually not great. So I would probably count on him not pitching, which is gonna obviously hurt them even more.
Yeah. And I mean it just seems to me that their bats just like are not are not there
Yeah.
right now. It's just it's tough when your rotation's not great and you're not hitting well. It just some teams start off slower, and I think this might be one of those teams that just is not getting off to the start that they wanted to this year. But I think they'll find their way and probably end up a little over 500 and coast through a little bit of the AL East, maybe catch a wild card spot. I don't know.
Yep, I agree with that.
Yeah, and then Tampa Bay. I mean, they're just kind of garbage.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, this is what I expect. I wouldn't say I don't believe
yeah,
it. Like this is probably just who they are, which gonna suck. You're in probably one of the second best divisions in the league. You're gonna
yeah.
be playing these teams more often than not, so I don't
The
expect
cool
them to
thing
win.
the cool thing is that they have a bunch of young guys that
Yep,
like I mean they're fun to watch. I mean Camaro's cool. Jonathan Aranda's been a nice little
killing it.
surprise this year. He's
Yeah,
he's been really nice. And I mean Jake Magnum's been the same thing. He's kind of like a Luis Arias type player.
dude,
Not going to get you a lot of pop, but he's nice.
have you watched
Faster.
this is have you watched Jake Magnum play?
Not really. I mean
Okay,
it's hard to watch the Tampa Bay Rays every
no,
once in
100%. I
a
only
while.
watched them because I am an Angels fan and we played them. And dude, he is like the most scrub looking MLB player I've seen in my life. Like he's over there in right field, like catching the ball like a little league scrub. Like he's making the plays, he's hitting great. He just
Yeah.
doesn't look like he is an MLB player, but he's playing good. So props to him.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
props to him. And I think
he has zero swag, is what
I
I'm trying to say. Zero drip.
yeah, zero drip, zero aura. Yeah, I think the Rays are pretty much going to be in this spot. I think in terms of the whole AL, they're probably going to be the second to last team in the AL. I
They'll be
think we
close to
know.
that. Yeah, I could
Yeah,
see definitely
either
see that happening.
yeah, like they're gonna it's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
But I mean, I hope hopefully their new stadium soon will be finished out and they'll be able to
yeah.
have a new stadium, I guess, and be shitty in a new stadium.
Need my boy.
There's not,
Yeah,
nothing better
yeah.
than that.
Need my boy Chandler Simpson to start popping off. He's doing good fantasy wise. We'll see if he keeps it up. He's
Yeah.
2 games deep right now. He looks super fun to watch, super fucking fast.
Yeah. And I mean, well, we'll see. The cool thing is with these shitty teams is like, you get to see the younger guys and you get to see like something new. Hopefully, like every couple months where they're like willing to try out,
Yeah.
new guys. Bring it. Let the kids play, as they say.
Yep. Exactly.
Um, all right,
Um.
on to AL Central.
Yep. Detroit
Start with the
Tigers.
Tigers.
14-9. I believe this, dude. Um.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Plus 26 run differential, like that alone will
That is,
prove to you that they're pretty damn good. Like, pitching is up there with some of the best in the league. Surprisingly, their bullpen
yeah.
is not as good as it
Was
was.
last year. Yeah.
But what does it matter when you're 14-9 and pretty decent division?
I think so. And I mean, like the Tigers, they just know how to hit the ball, man. They put up a stat recently. I think I was watching them against the White Sox, and it was like Davis Smith.
Mm.
I picked him up for a spot start, and I was just like, oh, let's, Davis Smith, I think, put up like 15 points against whoever the hell he played earlier. And then in the first inning, they put up a stat of how much Davis Smith beats the zone and how well the Tigers play hitting in against pitchers that pitch in the zone. And I think it pretty much showed in the first inning. I think they lit him up for like 5 runs. So
Yeah.
I think they hit back to back to back doubles, and it was just like a terrible start for me. I think I got negative 11 points for that. And no, the Tigers are nice. They have so many good young guys, and Spencer Torkelson, man,
Dude.
I mean, he's just like he's just
so
turning
sick.
it up for like no reason.
I mean, he was #1 draft pick. He was supposed to be this
Yeah.
guy. Struggled and he got optioned. He got demoted to AAA last year because of how
Yeah.
bad he was playing. And dude, he's back, and it's so fun to watch because he was supposed to be this guy, and he's found it. And then Casey Mize as well, kind of the same story. #1 pick.
Yeah.
He was the same way. Sucked, didn't play good, got hurt a little bit, got dropped down, came up, and he's pitching great now. So
He is pitching great. And I mean, same thing, dude, like Scary Carey Carpenter's
Oh,
freaking
love
like
Carey,
Barry
dude.
Bonds out there.
yeah,
I mean, he's killing it.
The-
Riley Green too,
yeah.
the same thing.
And the thing is, they
I
don't
don't-
have like a superstar besides Scooble, right? Like Scooble,
Yes.
and Scooble's not playing the best like right now.
No,
He's not what he was doing last year. He's doing great, obviously, but not nearly what he was doing last year. But they just don't have a superstar, and they just are like a chippy good team. It really just reminds me of like what was that A's team in like the mid, when I was in middle school that had nobody good, and then they just like went on a little run.
Like the Moneyball team
Kind of in a way. I mean, they don't pay
Yeah.
anybody besides I think Green has decent contract and Scooble. Like that's literally it.
Yeah. And I mean, it goes to show like that story that they put about Skubal giving his catcher, what was it? Was it Dingler last year? No, it wasn't Dingler.
It was dude, they had like Eric Haas was there. They had
Was it Rogers?
yeah, that Jake Rogers, yeah. They had
Jake Rogers, right?
yeah.
Yeah, but he like chose to get like he gave him out of his own money like a little rolly
Yeah.
privately, and that's it. I mean, that's sick. Like whenever you have teammates that are, just you're willing to be dogs with, and I mean this whole team is just kind of full of dogs. I mean Torkelson's playing great, Blay Bear's playing good. Colt Keith I think is gonna have a decent season. He's starting off kind of slow, but I mean
He'll
he's
pick
a
it
rookie,
up.
so yeah,
Yeah.
he'll pick it up.
He's got a lot of time. He's only like 21, 22, so
Yeah, but this seems fun to watch, and I think
I believe
we're
it.
gonna need to keep our eyes on the Tigers this year for sure.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, heading into the playoffs. I mean, pitching is everything. If their bullpen can like pick it up a little bit, it's gonna be scary.
Yeah. I agree with this, and I believe it. Next we got the Guardians, 13-9. I mean, dude, like these two teams to me are like so similar. Like they're just like no stars really. I mean, they got J Ram obviously, but like no stars, just chippy, pretty good team. I personally don't believe it.
Neither do I.
I didn't believe it last year, but they obviously ended up doing pretty good. But they lost super early in the playoffs. Like, I mean, Clase, dude, he's sucking right now.
I was just saying, he sucks. It's like, and you look at their like kind of bullpen, it's like very mid,
which
and that's kind of
it
I don't know.
be like that. Like
it
they
really
were,
shouldn't.
They were like historically one of the best bullpens of all time last year. They didn't really lose anybody. They didn't gain anybody. Like it was just they just suck now. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the main bright spot too is, I mean, Jose Ramirez is still, doing his thing, but Kyle Manzardo's been
He's
really nice.
raking, dude. Yeah, he's been
He's
killing
really
it.
nice.
It went back to back
Yeah,
yesterday, I think.
yeah, and I mean, he hit a home run today too against Clark Schmidt, which hurt my heart a little bit. But at the same
Nice.
time, I have both of them, so I guess it kind of worked out.
Yeah.
If I have anybody hitting a home run against a pitcher I'm starting, I want him to be on
It's
my team.
plus 3 points net, dude. It's pretty good.
Yeah, so you know, I do think they're frauds. Even the run differential says it right here. I mean, 92, 94, they're -2 differential. It's like I don't know how much I buy it,
Mm-hmm.
but
I mean,
yeah,
you
like
look at
I think
the stat right next to that. Their expected win loss is 11-11, based
yeah,
off
exactly.
like which I think they're gonna be. You know, I think they'll be right around 500, very similar to the Orioles. I feel like that last wild card spot's gonna be Guardians or Orioles. But moving on to our next team is the Royals, who I actually believe. I don't believe this. I think they're gonna
No,
much better than what this is. They're just hitting like trash right now. Um, which is not like him. Salvi is slowing
no,
down.
yeah, quite a bit. But I mean, for me, it's a decent backup. It's just, I mean, it's just their big bats haven't started off great. I mean, Bobby Witt's kind of like he's
He's
okay.
doing his thing. Yeah.
Michael Garcia's not really, turning it up the way he did last year, and Jonathan India's. I thought he was going to be great too. I thought this was going to be a good move for him. They started him in the, lead off at first, and now he's, I think, like batting sixth or something like that, or a little
Yeah.
lower.
He's
But he just lost it, and it's the crazy thing is he kept the flow.
yeah,
He
he
has
had the flow.
crazy flow.
He didn't
He
pull the
might need to. He
Bobby.
might need to take it off. He
Yeah,
might need to take
he
it off.
maybe he
That's
needs to do the Bo Bichette and just shave it off, dude.
yeah.
Reset. Which is sad. I don't know. I think they should be a lot better. Um their pitching is pretty good still. But
It's
yeah, they just need
it's like
to
you look at their pitching, and I mean it's not bad, and their bullpen's decent. So it's like, I think they are gonna flip it around and probably end up second in this AL
mm-hmm.
Central.
They gotta
And
yeah.
yeah, I
I
mean,
agree.
I think there's gonna be a steep fall off for the Guardians, probably like
Mm-hmm.
mid season, because I just don't believe what they're putting out. But
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Well, and then I mean, you look at the rest of the AL Central. I mean, the Twins just have always
Yeah.
just been off. I mean, not
Dude,
awful, but they've been like
yeah.
just a team that does nothing.
And this
And
is 7-15 start. I believe this. And this
yeah,
was the same way that one of our good friends put a future on their over on their win total and sent in our group chat, and right away I was like, dude, I hate this. Like they're not good. They're
no,
if you could like do a fantasy like an MLB the show fucking sim league and you have the Twins at full health, they might be pretty good. If you turn injuries off, they could be a really good team. But we're playing real life here and not a single soul on that team can stay healthy.
no, and
What?
it's
Yeah.
just it does suck. Like,
Buxton's been hurt for a little bit. He's leading their team in batting average at 244. And he was hurt for a little
which
bit.
is insane.
Leading
And I
in
mean, it
yeah.
it's just yeah, they're just not a team that I ever think will really do anything. I don't know.
They got. I
Like,
mean, and here's the thing too. Like I hear people say, "Oh, well, they have one of the best prospects in Manuel Rodriguez coming up," which would help him.
yeah,
But he's the same exact way as Royce Lewis and Correa and all of them. And Buxton, he
yeah,
just gets hurt too much. He's amazing talent, just gets hurt. So
yeah.
it
I
sucks.
mean, I think
Yeah,
the the bright spot in that team. I mean, Pablo Lopez has been freaking
he's been pitching good.
electric.
Yeah,
1.62 ERA too. He's kind of. I mean, he's nice. The bad thing is that, like you said, he's hurt, and they just cannot stay healthy.
yeah. It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
I believe this. This is exactly who I thought they were going to be before the year. Obviously, we're 22 games in the year, but I can see him playing just like this the rest of the year.
yeah. I mean, it's not going to be great. They're not really fun to watch in any sense of the way. Really, like it's just like Yeah, like they're gonna be a pretty much way under 500 team, and
Hmm.
yeah, it's probably gonna be like that next year. So we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah,
And
final.
then
I don't think we got to spend much time here, but we got the White Sox 5-17. I'm pretty sure everyone and their mother who watches baseball could expect this to happen. They aren't not the worst team in the league right now. They're still a game above the Rockies, but yeah, I don't think we got to spend much
surprising.
time here. They got a lot of really fun prospects. I think maybe like around those August, July time when they start calling these people up, they're gonna be pretty fun, like young, fun
Yeah.
team. Good, I wouldn't say good, but I think you give them a year or two, they actually might be pretty decent. But right now, you
Yeah, like
just
I do like some of their pitching prospects. Their pitching
dude, Noah
prospects are kind of
Schultz,
nice, and
Hagen
so I
Smith,
mean, yeah, Noah Schultz is gonna be sick. Hagen Smith is gonna be cool, and
they got
honestly, like I
yeah,
do I do like Shane Davis Smith, or what
dude.
was he?
I always get is it Shane Smith's the
Or
one
Davis
dealing right
Martin,
now, right?
Shane Smith, and yeah,
Yeah.
Shane Smith's been nice. Davis Martin, I mean, besides that start he had against the
Mm-hmm.
Tigers, I mean, he's been okay. But
Sean Burke was supposed to be better.
yeah, I mean, you just look at this team and it's just
Yeah, like their one ace, Martin Perez, is out for the
like I
year.
feel I feel bad for Bobby Dahlbeck. He had to go from the Red Sox to here, and it's just like, all right, well, this is where
Oh,
kind of
like
careers
Miguel
go goodbye.
Vargas, dude. Oh, that's so
Miguel
sad.
Vargas sucks.
Yeah,
He is bad.
yeah. I don't think
Yeah,
much to speak on that. We'll move on to the West. First place, we have the Texas Rangers, 13-9.
I mean,
I believe it.
yeah, I believe it.
I predicted them to win this division. Um,
Yeah,
they do have a really bad run differential, which is kind of surprising. Um,
very
they're
very surprised. I mean, and the lowest run scored too. Just kind of
Yeah, which
insane.
is very surprising. 'Cause their best part is they're supposed to be an like offensive, juggernaut, but
Juggernaut. Yeah,
Semyon is sucking, dude. He is.
bad.
And Semyon for the past 10 years has been Mister Consistent of just
Yeah,
get you, really good ball, will play every day, and he's just not playing good. Um,
no.
I believe this start with Semyon not playing it and their offense not really producing. They're still 13-9. I think it's pretty good. Um, the ALS is shaping to be like a lot better than people kind of expected.
100%.
Which is fun as an Angels fan. But I do believe
Yeah.
this start.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like you have such a powerful lineup in terms of Garcia, Seager. I mean, Langford's been kind of nice. I mean, 4 home runs through the season. I mean, it's just
He's doing his thing.
it's
Burger's been
okay.
struggling. I know I saw Burger got hit in the hand on a pitch. I haven't seen the update on that if he's fine or not. Adolis, I was at that first game of the year in Arlington, and Adolis, like, dude, he was smacking balls around, but he's slowed down since then.
I've also heard I from talking with one of our friends. I mean, Adolis Garcia is a unit,
Dude, he's
absolute.
massive.
Like
He's
he's
just
like in
so
person, he
swole.
just yeah. He kind of reminds me of like Yasiel Puig. Yasiel
Dude, a
Puig
little
looks
bit, but
so
even bigger.
freaking
I think
big.
Adolis is bigger than that, though.
Really?
I think
That's
so,
insane. I
dude.
mean, and honestly, any team that has Jock Peterson, I think they'll go far.
Yeah, did you know
Jock
Adolis is
Peterson,
bald?
yeah.
I didn't know that until recently.
Well, he wears the Dewey every once in a while. I don't know
Yeah.
why, or like the I don't
That's
know if
the
it's
dude.
called the Dewey
Yeah, yeah, I know what
or
you're
like
talking about. Yeah.
yeah, but like he literally like yeah he wears it for like no reason. He's gonna do like the wave check next, and it's just bald. It's just his skin
Just
in
yeah,
waves.
that'd be fire, dude. You should do that.
That'd actually be
Um,
so sick.
Tyler Molly has been pitching great, surprisingly. I mean, he was a really big prospect with the Twins, and then I believe he went somewhere else. I can't remember off the top of my head. And then now he's with the Rangers, and he's dealing, dude. He's pitching really well, which DeGrom's struggling, but 13-9, or 14-9. Sorry, 13-9. I do believe it.
Yeah, and I mean, I mean, Eovaldi's pitching well. So is I mean, Kumar Rocker is pitching terribly, but I mean, that's kind of what's keeping them in it. Is their pitching is decent.
And they have a great
It's
bullpen.
not. They do have a really good bullpen, so I believe it. I think they're gonna win the AL West. I think they're gonna probably get bounced out early in the playoffs, but
Yeah,
I believe them. I
I
believe
agree
them.
with that. Next we got Mariners, 12-10. Dude, I
Yeah.
hate the Mariners.
That's not biased at all.
It's not biased at all. It is very biased, but dude, I don't like them. I think this is a probably like if you told me they're gonna finish 2 games above 500, I would believe that. Um, their offense is terrible, which I say that, and they obviously are leading the American League in runs scored at the moment,
Runs
but
scored. Yeah.
I just they're just not. I don't know. It's hard for me to get on board with them just because every single year it's like the Mariners are gonna win the AL West, and every single year they disappoint.
Exactly. Like I don't know. I can see them making the playoffs and doing the same thing they do every year, getting bounced out and just not really doing much. I don't. I mean, I really expect a good season from Julio, who's starting off kind of rocky. Randy's cool to watch every once in a
I
while,
love Randy. If
and
yeah,
I mean, big thumper.
big Thumper. He okay. I like Thumper and I like um Randy. I'm forced to like Julio Rodriguez, um, because he's on my
Because you have
fantasy team.
yeah,
But yeah, dude, pitching's
Cal Raleigh is
yeah.
so nice. Ugh,
They got
so
one of the
nice.
best rotations in the league. I mean,
Yeah.
but
So, and I mean they're gonna get George Kirby
he
back,
should
which
come
is gonna
back.
be
Yeah,
freaking awesome. I
yeah,
think he's gonna come back in 2 weeks.
nice.
Um, I still, I mean, I think they're just a team that's gonna meet kind of like expectations. I guess like I think they're gonna be like a little bit above 500
Hmm.
and
I mean, this
probably
they're
make the playoffs.
it's like their GM has said all we try to do is be a couple games above 500. He's like literally came out and said that a couple years, and I they've done exactly that, but it's obviously not equated to anything, and that's why they don't spend money. Their biggest offseason batting addition was fucking Donovan Solana, so it's like they're not anybody great. They're gonna finish a couple games above 500, might squeak into a wild card, and it's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Next,
On
dude.
to everybody's favorite team.
Yeah, Angels 11-10. I would never expected this, but I will say to be fair, like we have not really played any great teams.
Oh, is that right?
I mean, we played the Giants this last series. We
Yeah.
beat the
And
Giants.
you played the Rangers. You lost all 3 games to the Rangers, but you played the Rangers.
I don't think we got swept. We won one.
I'm looking at the schedule right now. You
Did we?
lost 0-4, 1-3, 3-5.
Okay, we got swept. All right.
You
Um,
guys did win 2 against the Giants, which is actually
no, that
phenomenal.
was really well. I mean, that game last night that Ryan Walker or yesterday that Ryan Walker
Yeah,
blew, he kind of
that was
handed
tough.
us that win, which was really sick on Joe Adell delivering a walk off bases loaded dub.
Yeah,
Um, fun to watch. I don't believe this personally, even as an Angels fan. I think we'll be like I said before the year. I said I think we're gonna be a 76 win team, and I still believe that.
yeah, yeah. And I
76 and 84, I'm happy as an Angels fan. We're super young, which I haven't been able to say for a very long time. I think we spend some money on some pitching, which we never do, but that's always the
yeah,
Angels thing. Oh, we'll buy some pitching in the offseason. I think we might be pretty good, but
I think I'm, and I mean, like you can never hate on the Angels because they have Mike Trout. And the main thing is, and I said this from the beginning, if Mike Trout has a healthy full
I love
season,
Mike Trout, dude.
that's like a success for the Angels. Like
Yeah.
if he can have just a successfully healthy year, bat. I mean, right now he's kind of crappy, but he has 8 home runs, so I mean the power's there. But
Yeah, he's not playing great IRL, but fantasy wise, he's been amazing. I will say that.
yeah, and I mean I think he's probably gonna end up probably around like 275, 260 batting average, and we'll see. I mean he might hit like 40 home runs this year.
I would believe it. The name for Mike Trout, dude. Stay healthy, and he always plays great. So I'm
It's hard.
excited.
It's
Yeah.
hard for anybody to not say that. Like Mike Trout, when he's healthy, is just one of the best players in the game.
If you want a bias take from me, Angels win the AL West,
That'd be sick.
but they
I'd be
won't.
happy for you.
I would
I'd be
I
happy.
would be on top of the world. It won't happen. But actually, a fun fact: if you had to guess who the pitcher leading the league in batting average against right now is, who do you think it is?
I feel like I mean, it has to be Tyler Anderson.
It's Tyler Anderson, dude. That is
It
so
has to be.
wild. It's
He
like,
is
yeah.
the Dodgers fixed them. I don't want to say anything,
You
but the
got, I
Dodgers
mean,
fixed
he
them.
was terrible the first year he came here, though. And it's exactly what I expected. It's like, oh, well, big name pitcher coming off his first good year to the Angels, going to start sucking. And he sucked that first year. And then last year, he's pretty good. And, dude, he's dealing. And he's like the weirdest pitcher. But,
I
yeah,
mean,
I don't,
it's crazy. I never really liked him when he was on the Dodgers or anything.
yeah.
I always thought like anytime he came in, because he did have like, I think he had a crazy win record at one point, or however many
Yeah, it's
games
easy when
straight he won.
you're
But I mean,
pitching, yeah.
it's just like it's it's easy to win on the Dodgers when I think he had like a 3 or 4 ERA,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean our bats were just
Yep.
always hot whenever he was pitching. So it's like I don't know, but
He's dealing, man, which is fun to watch. Zach Neto's back. Happy about that. Surprise breakout with Kyron Paris, which has been really fun to watch. Christian Moore is right around the wing, so if Kyron Paris starts falling off, like because really wasn't expected to do this, then we got Christian Moore right there. But yeah, I don't believe it. I think we'll be a 76 win team. But yeah,
it's fun. It's gonna
it's
be a
fun.
fun 76.
I'm happy. I'm happy watching this stuff. Yeah,
Yeah. All right, on to the Astros. 10-11.
I was
Kind
just
of
there.
kind of crazy, I think. I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like they're just a really consistent team usually. I don't believe the 10-11. I think they're going to end up probably second in the AL West.
yeah, I could see him win it, dude. Like what last year when they started off super slow, right, and everyone wrote them off, and they ended up winning the AL West and being one of the best teams in the American League. But I don't believe it. I mean, they just took 2 games against the Padres, which
Yeah.
they are the on paper best team in the league right now.
Hate
I
to
don't.
hear that, but
Yeah, you do hate to hear that, but
yeah.
yeah, I was just there. Dude, we had these 6 seats. Did you see that picture I sent?
Yeah, that picture was sick.
It was like last second, like on Game Time, like how we bought it for
Yeah.
the Saints game. We bought these
Yeah.
200 level tickets, bro, and it has like this whole VIP place with it. It was like $120. Some guy just posted it, and I saw it, and I just instantly bought it. Dude, sick stadium, by the way.
That is I mean,
Yeah.
dude.
Fun
I think
atmosphere too.
Texas just has like dope stadiums. Like I've heard Texas Ranger
Dude,
Stadium's cool.
that stadium was sweet
And
too.
also
Yeah,
Astros. Yeah, like it's so sick. I mean, I don't know. I really do believe in the Astros, and I think they have like a fun team to watch, and I think they're gonna pretty
they're
much
gonna
end
do
up
Astro
winning.
stuff.
Yeah,
Play good ball, win baseball, and
at
yeah,
the end of the day, you can't even count them out of like the whole AL. Like you see them in the playoffs, you don't want to play the Astros in the
no,
playoffs because they're banging on trash cans. They're doing everything they need to do. They got a buzzer on.
yeah, they
No,
might.
but I mean, dude, Isaac Paredes is up.
I
I don't know
love him,
why.
dude.
Like
He's so sick.
same thing, like with Jake Berger going to the Rangers. I think Jake Berger and Isaac Paredes for some reason are like one of my favorite players to watch. I don't know if it's mainly because like MLB the Show, their swing on MLB the Show is so good,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
easy. But I think Christian Walker is like a really good addition. I think he's gonna
yeah.
turn it up soon.
He's struggling. Yeah,
Jordan sucks
dude. Yeah,
bad, and me and Cole here have been talking about a trade going on, but I'm
in the
too scared to
comments,
trade him this early.
let me know if you would trade Blake Snell for Jordan. He needs
And then
pitching help. I need an outfielder.
and then yeah, and
Yeah,
then you will sway my decision that way with the comments for sure.
yeah,
And I think Jose Altuve going to left field is not bad.
yeah.
Okay.
He was a left field. No, he was playing second the game I was at. They moved. He was playing. Jordan was in left, dude. Jordan made a nice play. I was surprised for that big boy, dude. He was running.
To say
Yeah,
I can't even really picture Jordan running.
dude. He was. It was top of the ninth. Jose Iglesias hits the leadoff double, and the Padres were down 1. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Xander Bogaerts laces a ball like below the Crawford boxes, and I was like, no chance Jordan gets that, and he made the play. I was like, oh damn, okay,
That's sick.
yeah.
That's sick. I think, yeah, I think they're gonna do Astros things like you said, and
I think
it's gonna be
they're gonna be
a
good.
dominant team.
They're gonna be good.
Yeah,
Hard to
I think
hard
so.
to hard to not like them, dude. This is all right. Moving on to the Athletics. This is I love the Athletics, dude. I love them so
Oh yeah,
much. I think they're so
I do too.
fun. They're so good. And
I don't
it's
think
I think all of baseball is happy to see the A's be at least decent.
like part of me wishes they did this in like the last year of being in like in Oakland or something. Like that would have been
Give
so
them
cool to
one
see
good
them.
year before you
Like,
leave. Yeah.
oh my
But
gosh, that would have been so
it's
sick.
so ironic though. Like their owner, John Fisher, just wants to get out of Oakland. He doesn't spend any money for years, and then gets out of Oakland, moves to Sacramento, gets approved for the stadium. He's like, all right, let's sign some pitchers. Signs Severino, signs Jeffrey Springs. They're doing all this stuff. Yeah,
And I
they.
mean, like even the pitchers that they've
Oh,
had, like JP Sears is he's pitched
he's a good
nice.
pitcher. He's not.
Yeah,
He
he's
won't
decent.
go 9 innings shutty. He won't go 2 innings and allow 8 runs. He'll go 5, 6 innings, allow 1 run, 1 or 2 runs, and just pitch good.
Yeah, and I mean Osvaldo Bido, same thing, kind of JT
Yeah,
Ginn. I think they're gonna be decent.
yeah.
I I think I don't really believe this.
I
I
don't
think they're
believe the
gonna
10 and 12. I think they're gonna be
I
like,
think they're
dude.
gonna be better, low
I
key.
think I said it in one of my videos. I think the A's are like low key. They can make a deep run in these playoffs. Like I would not be surprised if you told me right now the A's win the AL West. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
If you
And I
told
mean,
me any of these teams win the AL West, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay,
yeah, real
maybe the
talk.
Angels. I think we're the worst team. I say that wearing an Astros hat, but I think the Angels are the worst team in the division, but we're not terrible. And
No, and I
I think the A's do it.
the A's are
That's
so
my
nice.
hot
And I mean,
take.
I can see that because dude, they just have so many young guys that I love. I mean, like
Dude,
I have on my team alone, I have Soderstrom,
oh
Butler, and
my
Wilson, and they
god.
are just disgusting.
Dude, the
And I love.
Soderstrom, yeah.
I've never watched more A's ball than I do now, and it's just so fun to watch. Like they are all just young guys that love hitting that
Minus
freaking
Rooker, they're
baseball.
very young.
Yeah, besides Rooker,
But he's,
and I mean
a
Rooker's
dog, though.
been
Like, he's so
yeah, he's
good.
kind of a dog. Like, he's just
Which,
yeah, they're gonna be a sick team, and I'm very excited for the A's future.
dude,
I think we're gonna need to make a trip to the
oh,
Vegas
100%.
when they get the stadium up.
First year they're in Vegas, we're going.
But I think they said it's gonna be like 3 years.
It
It's
is.
kind of crazy
Yeah,
thinking about that.
it's gonna be a while.
They're gonna be in Sacramento for that long.
Yeah,
I
hopefully
was
they
talking
speed it
to
up.
Trevor Hoffman, the crazy thing. But yeah, when I was talking to
Yeah.
Trevor Hoffman about it, I was just like, "So how was the stadium?" He's like, "Oh yeah, like it's a minor league stadium, but they've added a couple things." But he's like, "It's crazy to think about that they're gonna be there for 3 years."
It's
Which is
too
kind of
long,
nuts.
dude. They should.
But
Yeah,
he does love the A's.
dude.
So
I mean, that's a whole nother wrinkle. Like, I thought the A's were gonna be good because they were young. They extended Lawrence Butler. He's one of my favorite players in the league. He's super electric, and dude, then Soderstrom starts raking like he is. He's leading the league in home runs, and then
insane.
I've known about. Be careful when you say this name, Nick Kurtz coming up, and
Yeah, you gotta make sure it's spaced out.
can't say it too
'Cause it's a little
fast.
scary. You can't say
Yeah,
it too fast. The announcers are gonna have some trouble
dude, it's
with that
gonna
one.
be.
They're gonna
They
be
gotta
making
say
make
Nick
sure.
or they gotta say Kurtz. They can't combine them.
It's the same thing with like Steve Kerr's son
Yeah,
in the NBA.
you can't.
For some reason,
Dude,
he named his kid Nick, and
dude,
it's Nick Kerr. And why would he do that? I have no idea. That's
no way
crazy.
you don't think about that.
It's a little wild. And I mean,
Yeah,
we might be, we obviously are, we might be thinking of it a little differently, but I think that's just crazy.
100%. Yeah, but dude, Nick Kurtz got the call today, actually. Which is surprising. I wasn't expecting it to be this fast, but dude, they're gonna be like their first 6, 7 batters are pretty damn good. Like they're a deep
Yeah.
team.
They're gonna be super sick to watch,
I'm-
and I mean, I'm
yeah.
excited for them.
I'm curious to see what they do with Soderstrom. Like, do they keep him at first and DH Kurtz, and then they swap him, or do they move Soderstrom to third for a little bit? Like, who knows?
I don't think they move.
You can't
I
mess
wouldn't
him up.
touch.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't touch
I would-
Soderstrom right now.
what
I
is-
mean, he's so hot.
Yeah, I would just swap them first in DH and just let them do their thing.
Yeah,
Let them.
honestly, probably just start Nick Kurtz as like DH and let him DH for a little bit.
Mhm.
And I mean, if Soderstrom is not looking the same, then you can kind of
Yeah,
him up,
Jacob
but
Wilson
I
too,
wouldn't.
dude.
Jacob Wilson's so
So
freaking nice,
nice.
dude.
All right, we're back. I want to do something fun though. I want you to let's go through who we think the AL will finish as in terms of 3 division winners and the 3 playoff teams.
All right.
So I think
I mean,
we can disagree, but I think my first seat's going to be the Boston Red Sox.
yeah. I mean, it's really hard. The Yankees and the Red Sox are arguably like I think
Yeah,
interchangeable. I do think the Red Sox rotation is better than the Yankees rotation for sure. We'll have to see about the bullpen and everything, but I I think the Yankees are going to be my number one seed for sure. Their home stadium. I mean, if they have playoff games at home, I
it's hard to win
feel
them.
like
Yeah,
it's hard to beat them. I mean, the Guardians did it today, but I think it's really hard to beat the Yankees at home, and I think they're just going to be such a consistent team, and they're just
yeah,
disgusting. I think they are going to be one. I think Detroit Tigers in the Central are
yeah.
going to take it for sure.
So I think I'm gonna go. They'll probably be my 3 seed. I think I'm
Yeah,
gonna have my Astros. I think I'm gonna have the Astros at 2. I don't do. I literally don't know who's gonna win the AL West. I think
I think it's toss up.
I think it's
I
yeah.
I would love the A's to
I
be my third seed. That would be so sick. It would be awesome. I think
oh my
realistically, I think it's gonna be the
god.
Rangers, but
I don't. I think it's gonna be. I got Red Sox, Astros, and Tigers. Those are gonna be my 3 division winners in record that order.
I like that. I mean, I'm gonna go Yankees, Tigers, Rangers,
Wow.
and I mean, yeah. Make sure and you guys in the comments let us know your top three, and you guys
Yeah.
let's see if we agree to disagree or what we do. I could see the Royals also taking the Central, which is kind of
They need to
crazy.
turn it up for sure. I think
They can.
my 3 wildcard teams in order of record two would be Yankees would be my first wildcard team. Then I would go Rangers, and then I'm gonna go Athletics.
Yeah, I like that.
I think the
Yeah.
Mariners don't make it.
No,
Is
no, I don't think
your
so.
3, and I guess I just bounced out the Guardians and the Royals as well in mine.
Yeah, I can see Red Sox making it to the wild card. I mean, dude, I would just hate to play like for yours. Imagine like if the Yankees go in the wild card, how terrifying of a game. You either have to play the Yankees or the Red Sox in the wild card, which is
It's gonna
awful.
suck whoever is
That sucks.
hits that role for sure.
Um, I think it's gonna be for me. It's gonna be Red Sox, Royals, and oh man, the Angels.
No, dude, come on, you don't have to.
Nah, no, just
Yeah,
playing. No, I think I kind of go the same way. Basically, Red Sox, Royals, Athletics.
okay,
I think
I like that. All
that's
right.
pretty just standard. I really really want the Athletics to do something. I'm like almost like a secondary fan of the
Dude, I
Athletics.
feel like most of Major Leagues is, or just
Yeah, it's
most of
just
fans are, dude. It's fun seeing them
yeah.
play well. All
It
right,
is. It is.
yeah. National League time.
Ooh,
Start with the East.
this is
Wow,
so tough.
Mets are
It
playing
is
good,
so
dude.
tough. I know. Pete Alonso is just lighting it up too.
16 and
Which
7.
I hate Pete Alonso.
Soto's been slow too. Like he hasn't really like been
No,
true Soto when they're 16 and 7.
it's
Um,
kind of nuts. I mean, imagine when he turns it up.
yeah,
It's gonna be scary.
yeah, and
And
dude,
yeah, like Pete Alonso. I mean, he's batting what 330 right now,
yeah.
something insane. 341, and he has 6 home runs. I mean, I yeah, I don't know why I have like a vendetta against Pete Alonso. It has to be from like last
Most
year's
of
home run
people do
derby.
though.
Yeah,
Everyone
just
like how serious he takes it, and like a
it's
lot of
just
people
so
don't like
cringe.
him. Which yeah, it's cringe, and he's just a try hard in it when it's supposed to be like a fun little thing. But if that's the thing he wants to win, that he only has won once, then good for him. But um,
Which I thought it was just crazy, like how serious they were like taking him when he's only won one time. It's like they were trying to like do this whole show with him
yeah,
last year, 2 years ago, whenever they did it. That it's like showing him in the batting cage, like
locked
downstairs, just
in.
grinding,
Yeah.
locked in. It's just like, dude, like
Then
it's just weird.
you have Julio Rodriguez just kicking back,
Mur-
laughing, hanging out, winning it.
and he
Yeah,
just murders him in the first round, which is hilarious. But I don't think they're real. I think
Uh,
they're gonna fall off at some point. I don't think I do think they make the playoffs. I just don't think they're first for the NL East.
wow.
And I mean, it's hard to bet against the Phillies, really.
Mm-hmm.
And the Phillies are just nice.
16. I mean, I don't. I believe they're gonna be good. I don't know if I believe this good. Pitching definitely scares me a little bit.
Yeah,
Um, but they are good. They're gonna make the playoffs for sure.
yeah,
I
that's
do
fair. I
think
mean,
I'm gonna disagree with you though. I do think they win that division.
which is fair. I mean, just their pitching. I mean, pitching is nice. It's not terrible.
Yeah.
Probably like mid tier, but
I
I
don't
think in
think
order
they'll
for
make.
them to
And
win,
yeah,
they need Soto to turn up for
100%.
sure.
And I mean, once you
He
get to
will.
the playoffs all about your front three basically, and they don't really have that great of a front three for pitching. And I don't expect them to make a run, but I do think they'll win this division. Um, Pretty good bullpen, but yeah,
Yeah, I don't mind that. I see them going to the playoffs. Yeah, I just see the Phillies turning it up for some reason, and I mean, I think the Mets are going to do fine. I think they would be like a scary wild card team to play for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Phillies 13-10. Um, Definitely been off to a slower start.
Yeah.
Comparatively for the Phillies. Um, no one's really ranking for them right now.
Just say Brandon Marsh
Yeah,
having a whimsical 95.095. That's
kind
tough.
of killing it, dude.
Yeah, I was just say I mean, Marsh is just he's just kind of out there for his defense. So I mean,
I'm
I
happy.
don't.
As much as I don't like rooting for people to play bad, like I'm happy about that.
Yeah,
As an
I don't
Angels
mind that.
fan, he's such a tool, dude.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I don't think this is true. I think they're gonna end up on top. They're gonna
Yeah,
they have just a nasty little rotation. I think Jesus Lazardo
dude, my
is
boy. He's
such a
pitching great.
stud, man.
Happy for him. He's he's always had this stuff. He just needs to stay healthy. So,
That's the thing, and
yeah,
I was kind of surprised that the Marlins really you know
just let him go.
didn't fight for him as much.
Yeah,
Yeah, as much as they should have. Because I mean, look at him. He has a flow too. He just
he
looks
looks
nice.
nice right now. Yeah, he looks like a true baseball player.
Yeah, and I mean, probably top five good looking guys. I think in the league.
He cracks your top five.
He cracks my top five.
Okay,
I think he's gonna be pretty good. No, I mean, yeah, that Christopher Sanchez is awesome. He's off to a great start.
he's
I
dealing.
really love Christopher Sanchez. Yeah, I think this is a team that is gonna do work in the playoffs. They're just so good.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think this is gonna be a weird. This is a weird start for them, but I think they're gonna find their tracks soon and
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be really
settle in.
close between the Mets and the Phillies of who wins
Yeah,
that division. Both great, but yeah, I don't know. I believe it. I believe they start. I think they're gonna be slightly better, but they're gonna make the playoffs, make a run like they do every year.
yeah. On to the Marlins. Marlins. I mean, they're off to like a I guess semi standard start for them.
This
I
is
think.
pretty good for them, I'd say. I don't think they were gonna be this good. I'm not saying they're good. Like I think this is false. I don't think they're gonna be, you know, a couple games below 500. I think they're gonna be
Yeah.
one of the worst teams in the National League at the end of it. Um, they're really young.
Yeah.
They're very similar to the White Sox position right now. Really young,
Yeah.
fun. Give them a couple years, they might be a little chippy. Their offense is
Xavier has been nice.
yeah,
Xavier Edwards has been actually pretty decent. Like actually really great.
yeah. They got. I mean,
Drafted him in underdog quite a bit too, which is nice for me.
if you were tuned in to my previous videos, I said one of my dark horse pitchers who are gonna pop off this year, who is basically going free in every draft in underdog baseball, everything fantasy baseball was Max Meyer, and dude, that guy is dealing right now. That is one
Nice.
thing I will say I was completely right on. Um,
Yeah,
dude,
100%.
he's leading the league in almost every stat right now. Which is sick. He's always had that stuff. He just same thing as Lazardo, needs to stay healthy. Miami has a bunch of fun arms. Sandy's kind of really not been the same we know of. I think if
But I
they're
mean,
yeah,
that's the thing. I think if he finds his stuff, it's hard. It's hard not to say that
they
their
might be
pitching staff is
decent
not
actually.
good.
Now I think they might just be like a 74, 73 win team by the end of it, and that would I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think they crack the playoffs. I don't know if I believe this somewhat good
Yeah,
start for them, but can't
I
deny
think
it.
soon. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think soon they're gonna be good. And I mean, Jesus Tinoco, man,
Jesus
he'll turn it.
Tanoka, when he comes back,
He'll turn
man,
it. He'll turn, dude. He'll turn it up for them.
when he comes
But
back, he's gonna start turning up.
uh, if you're,
Oh,
I
he's
mean, I'm
already
new to this
back. I
show.
forgot about that.
Yeah, he has a win already. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I'm new to this show here, but there's a little inside joke with me picking up Jesus Tinoco for our fantasy league, and I mean, he's had my heart ever since.
Dude, he's the
Really, he's a
best.
dog.
He's just
He's a
got
dog.
he's
Jesus
got a
Tinoco.
fun name. Jesus
It's
Tanoka.
hard not to say Tinoco.
You can't
Tinoco.
yeah.
You can't say that without smiling a little bit. You're just like,
Yeah, like Jesus
Tinoco.
Tanoka. Dude, I might pick him up right now. No, like actually.
actually,
He has
actually,
back to back days with saves.
yeah. I mean, he's a stud. Realistically,
I'm gonna
I
do that
think. I
before
mean,
you do, because he's been
I
a
know.
meme, but he's actually I literally just picked him up. One team interested, but you were interested. You had him on your watch
Oh
list.
yeah, I had him
Yeah,
on my watch list. Just honestly, I did forget him about it. I did forget about him a little bit. Right now, I'm
yeah,
in need of pitching, and I regret
dude. I just
talking
was
about
looking
Jesus
at his
Tinoco,
stats, and he has back to back days with a save.
which
So
probably means he won't get another save for
he
like 2 weeks.
no, he's like their closer. Like he's gonna,
Is he actually?
yeah, he's like
Wow, that's
Colton
awesome.
Voucher, him and Bender are like the three, but I don't know. We'll see. He's gone back to back days of saves, so he must be their option. I'll take that. Emilio Picon,
And Anthony Bender, if you're an MLB The Show Battle Royale person, Anthony
nasty.
Bender is one of the nastiest
Yeah,
pickups in Battle Royale.
easily.
He's such a fun pitcher to pick up. You can just rely on him to not really get raked or anything. It's just battle that's a great BR card.
100%. We'll move on. Braves 9 and
Oh my
13.
gosh. This is
Scary.
just not good.
Spencer
It's just
Strider back on the IL.
not surprising, I guess.
Dude, what is he doing?
I don't know,
Like,
man.
how are you
It's just
getting? It like makes me mad.
yeah, because he's so good.
He's
He's just
so
he's a
good. Why are you
dog.
getting hurt so much?
I don't know. It hurts my heart. Chris Sale not off to a hard start either, and it's kind of weird. I think this is kind of like a false start. I think
You have to think that, like, of how
they
talented and deep their roster is. You have to think that.
they will find their footing at some point, and I think they have a chance to
They can win this division. I
kind
wouldn't be
of win this
surprised.
division. I wouldn't be surprised. I think Acuna comes back in like a couple weeks,
Yeah, he needs to.
and I mean, yeah,
Dude,
I am kind of just shocked that they're 9-13.
everyone is, and
I think they'll turn
you
it up
can't.
soon, but
Yeah, you can't sound the alarm. They're only 4 games below 500, right? Let's say they
yeah,
go on win, couple more. They're in a 4 game win streak right now. Like, let's say they go on win a couple more in a row, then we're gonna all forget about their slow start.
yeah, and that's the main thing. It's like it's so early on in the season that's like, you know, we we just have no idea. That's like the same thing with the Astros
Hmm.
with Jordan Alvarez like kind of starting off slow. I mean it's just a weird start to the season having these teams just not start off great, but it's baseball. There's a lot of games left.
Hmm.
Michael Harris, I still have hope for him. I think he's going to turn it around. I want him to go back to what that 2022 year,
I
2023
think it was
year where he was like
2022. Yeah.
he was just insane. Guy was nuts. And I mean, Matt Olson kind of like the power's not fully there yet, but I mean, they'll be okay. Azuna's
He's
kind of
in.
carrying them right now.
I think once Acuna comes back, hopefully he can give them a little spark of energy and turn it around a little bit, and this lineup will be a lot more fun. Um,
It's crazy how much like one player, like just in terms of energy, can like bring to. And I think Acuna is that guy that can juice him up a little bit, and that's what they're just kind of missing. They're kind of
yeah,
just going through the motion right now.
100%. I think they'll turn it around. It's hard to not trust that roster. Next team, we got the Nationals. I expect their
Oh
9-13 start.
yeah,
I don't think this is surprising. It's pretty much who they are. They're fun, young, fun team. So
yeah.
kind of really don't expect a month. Abrams should be coming back off the ILs relatively soon. I saw he started playing baseball activities again. James Wood though, dude, he's fucking killing
So
it.
fun to watch.
I think
He's
like, dude, he's like legitimately like a dark horse MVP candidate.
he's just nice, man. And I
Yeah.
mean, they just they need to let Abrams go back to the casino, dial it in,
Dude, I
let him play his blackjack, let him play his whatever the hell he wants to play. Let him do it. You know,
my
let him.
one of my dreams of this podcast is to get CJ Abrams on here someday in the future, and I want to ask about that night. Be like, yo,
I really do. I want to know if he was
he was
up
up or down? Was he like
because it's
up and
like
it's like, dude, he can't leave because he's winning so much, or was he down and like chasing hella losses?
that's what I mean. It's
Yeah,
like there has to be a reason. Okay, like if he's gambling out there till 3 in the morning or whatever the hell they said he was, it's like if he's up money, why are you mad at him? Or would like I would ask the owner, be like, would you leave a casino if they're giving you money?
yeah. If he's up,
And
yeah. I'm sure with his
vice
money,
versa.
he's making a, he's been pretty
Yeah,
good. So yeah,
yeah.
that's
And I mean, it's gonna be I don't know. It's a fun team to watch. I do love Dylan Cruz still. I think he's
mm,
he's nice. CJ Abrams is gonna be CJ Abrams, and James Wood is nasty.
yeah.
He puts the wood down. He
Wood
freaking
lays that wood for sure, dude.
yeah, like he is nasty. Their pitching rotation's decent. Mackenzie Gore's been okay.
He's
45 strikeouts over the
bro.
years, kind of
He's
nasty.
dealing. He's really nasty actually. And
Yeah, that's actually
his
insane.
big thing is just the command though. If he can stay in the zone and stop walking a bunch of people, he deals. And like that's always his biggest thing. He gets so high pitch count so early. But I believe this. I don't
Yeah,
really expect anything else. They're gonna be a low 70 win team. Um, yeah, that's pretty much
yeah,
it.
I think so too. Yeah, on to the Central. Let's go Cubbies.
Let's go
Cubbies,
Cubbies, dude. They're kind of nice.
14-10. Kyle Tucker is
Oh my
just
god, dude. That was
freaking animal, dude.
probably one of my worst takes of the year. That
Yeah, that's a rough one
I
because he's been
said Kyle
killing it.
Tucker was gonna slow down a little bit. He's just
He's
telling
done
me
the
to,
opposite.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
turning up more. He's
I think he
killing it.
heard what you said. He heard what you said. He
Yeah,
probably saw it.
yeah.
He didn't leave a comment because he's like, bro, I can't leave
He's
a
like,
comment on
that's
this.
cool. Watch
This
this.
is
You did a Cam Newton
yeah,
clip.
he
Yeah,
hit the Cam Newton real quick, and I
yeah,
mean, guys just been murdering the ball. That's another fun team to watch. I know you don't
yeah.
really like PCA, but Pete Crow
He's
Armstrong's been
dude.
decent.
He's been decent.
He's been decent.
He's just
Ian
like
Ian
the
Happ too.
yeah.
Been
Ian
good.
Happ is literally like the most consistent ball player every year. He gives you the
Yeah.
same thing. I don't know. I don't know what it is about PC. I don't know if I'm a boomer and I just don't like his antics, but he's Cubs fans have such a big fan base that they blow up players a lot more than what they're supposed to be. PCA is super fast,
Yeah.
super good defense, but he's just like not that great of a hitter. Um,
Yeah, and I mean he doesn't really hit for power or anything. You know, he just kind of he's not even really a contact hitter. You can say because I mean
yeah,
he's just kind of there. Like I mean he's pretty standard. His defense is great, but that's kind of about it. I mean I don't know how he's a gold on freaking MLB The Show too. Bringing it back to that,
speed
it's
and
just like
defense. Yeah,
he's speed and defense
yeah,
carries, I guess, but that's insane. And but yeah, I mean, I do believe it honestly.
I do too.
I think they're nice. They're
I
nice.
they're really good, and I do think the Cubs are like this division was kind of unknown before the year, and I think the Cubs are really like proven to a lot of people that they're the best team in this division.
Yeah, by far. I mean, Shota Imanaga, man, he's so consistent too. I don't know. He's gonna be another stud guy,
Yeah,
and
he's looking like really good.
yeah,
I
and
just dude, and they're playing like I'm like looking at their schedule. They've played a lot of really good teams, and they're 14-10.
Well, they've played the Dodgers like 7 times already.
They played the Dodgers obviously when they played in Japan. Then they played the A's, and they played the Padres, and they played the Rangers, and they played the Dodgers, and they played the Padres. Then they played the Diamondbacks,
Like that's
dude. And then
insane.
they played the
The
Dodgers,
Dodgers again tomorrow.
dude. Then they go to the Phillies after that.
Oh my gosh.
They're
Like
yeah, that's a some of the best
it's
teams in the league, minus the
kind of
Athletics. But
scary. And real talk, I mean, like when you play this type of competition, you're kind of like beating the crap out of them. I mean, I think they beat the Dodgers pretty good a couple of times.
yeah, they teed off on them one night. It
Um,
was like 14-1 or
six,
something.
16-0 is like,
Yeah,
I mean, that's the scary part. The Cubs could be scary in the playoffs, and I do think they're gonna make a deep run. I think they take this division.
yeah, in
Um,
14-10, especially after seeing the teams they play, dude. I believe it. They're good.
their run differential, holy
Yeah,
crap,
they've had some blowout
unbelievable.
wins. That have definitely helped it. But yeah, they're like for them to be 14-10 after that stretch, that just kind of tells you they're pretty legit. So
And for the expected win loss to be 16-8 with the schedule that they have kind of
yeah,
coming up is kind of nuts.
yeah, definitely.
On to the
Um,
Brewers.
Brewers playing pretty damn
Fun team.
good, dude. Fun
Yeah.
team. I'm a big fan of a lot of people on that team.
Yeah.
Can't hate Jackson Churio. My boy Bryce. Played some ball with him.
Which is sick. That's
Yeah,
dope.
and he's playing great, dude. Really fun to watch. That he's actually turning out to what everyone projected him to be. He's gonna be up there with Ellie and PCA probably for National League stolen base record. Jackson Churio
He's
is gonna do his stuff. Sal Frelick is smacking that ball right now, surprisingly, batting 346.
insane, dude. And I mean, dude, when you watch them play, how fast they are is kind of scary.
Dude, they're
Like,
just like everybody on their team is fast except for Reese Hoskins, and I
what
mean,
isn't it they're like 1 through 3 hitters are like they lead the league in like stolen bases, isn't it? Like
I
8, Sal Frelick 7. I
sheesh,
mean,
seven,
like
eight,
they're
yeah,
nasty.
they're
I
fast.
guess their first two, their lead off and their second hitters. I mean,
I mean,
they get on
Churio,
base.
yeah,
They get on base, and dude, it's scary to watch them just tear because they do not care. They will steal a bag on anybody.
yeah, and they just brought up Caleb Durbin too, which is gonna be fun to watch. That dude's a really nice, and it'll be fun to see how he turns out. Um, but dude,
Yeah,
I don't know,
they're gonna
like
be.
I wouldn't be surprised if they like win this division. Maybe I don't know. I think their pitching is pretty lackluster.
Freddie actually surprised me a little bit this year. He's like still just stuck on that fastball. Like if his fastball's like good, it's hard to beat Freddie.
Yeah,
If he's dotting it, it's tough to beat him.
he's very Mackenzie Gore-esque. If he's staying
Yeah,
within the zone, he's gonna, he'll look good, and he just needs to do that. He's gonna get his strikeouts.
he's nasty. I do like Freddie Peralta. I think that yeah, like you said, their rotation is just kind of lackluster. I don't think that's gonna be the deciding factor. I think for them.
Yep.
Um, nasty Nestor, dude. I hate that guy
Dude,
with all
yeah.
my heart.
He's
And
you should love him.
I
He
mean, I
handed you
do
guys
for
that World
that
Series.
that World Series was
Yeah.
sick. And I mean, still just watching that where it's like you walk who they walk? They walk Shohei to face Freddie.
Yeah, and then just middle fastball to
Oh,
Freddie, and why? What
actually,
are
I
you
think
doing?
they walked Mookie. It might have been. I think it was Shohei,
Yeah,
Mookie, and then
probably.
Freddie.
And
But oh my gosh, just the nastiest. Oh,
dude,
such a
and
good swing.
Logan Henderson, one of their top pitching prospects, came up and he absolutely dealt the other day. Which is fun.
Dang,
They
that is nasty. Yeah.
they got Jacob Mizorowski. This I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's like this super tall. He had a spring breakout or no, a prospect card in MLB a couple years ago.
I do kind of remember that card.
Just
I remember that
super
name.
tall righty. He's gonna be a nasty closer in a couple years or whenever they decide to bring him up. He can come up kind of ASAP. I haven't kept up with him what he's doing right now, but he'll be nasty. But I believe this 12-10. I think the Cubs are better, but like part of me would not be surprised if the Brewers somehow take this division. Um,
Yeah.
think
I couldn't agree more.
I
I mean,
want to say they're a wild card team, but bro, I don't think so. Of how deep this like we haven't even gone to the
yeah,
NL West yet. Like,
no, which is
and
insane.
if you
It's
look,
kind of
the National League is like peaks better than the American League. It's not even close right now.
it's kind of like the same thing, like NBA. The East is always way softer than the West,
I mean, but that's not
and
like how it's always been. For
yeah,
NBA, I'm not sure with, but like baseball, like
baseball.
yeah, it's been pretty split for a while. But
But
like most
this time,
recently,
I think the
yeah,
NL is
is
just insane.
way better.
It's
It's not even
crazy.
close. Yeah. We'll move on.
Cincinnati, man.
Yeah. 11 and 12. I love Cincinnati. They're kind of like the A's for me in a way. Like I like to see them play well. They're like like my third favorite team in a way. I'm a massive Ellie fan. I made a massive fantasy trade to get Shohei off my team and I put my baskets in Ellie and I honestly believe it's paying off for me right now. He's playing great. Dude, did you see that
Yeah.
play he made the other day?
No.
I will
What do
put
you do?
it. I'll put it on the screen now. But bro, it is. I would share screens, but I can't. But I'll show it to you later. But dude, it was. If you look it up, it's Ellie's diving catch. Um, don't remember who hit it. Someone hits a line drive up the middle. He's like full extension layout catch. It was the cool, like one of the best plays I've ever seen.
Nasty. And
And
dude, the kid is just, I mean, pause, but long.
yeah,
Guy is just
he's a long
freaking.
dude. Yeah,
What is he, like 6'4"?
I think he's taller than that, bro. I don't know.
Gosh, man, the guy.
He's
He
literally
has
a created player.
genuinely. I think I've made an MLB The Show guy. Same exact
He's
color,
six
height,
five.
everything. Guy's a nut. Guy's a
Same color,
nut.
yeah, dude. He's 6'5".
It's
If I do say something
I
though, bro needs to change his number. 44
what's
has
his number?
no
44.
aura. No
44
aura.
is low key tight.
I don't know, dude. Change it to a single digit when you're that good.
Yeah, I guess so. Like I could see that. Like, but realistically, like if he changes it to like let's say four,
Or
four has
7
zero
or
aura.
1 or 0 or something. Oh my god.
I could see zero. Zero low key with Ellie's name would be tough. But four, like if you
Yeah.
go solo four, it just kind of it doesn't look great. I don't know. A
40,
seven,
yeah.
seven has major aura. I'm a big seven guy.
Same. Dude, how old do you think he is?
Isn't he? I think he's like 23, right?
He's 23. He's
That's nuts.
23.
Guy's crazy.
I love
Yeah,
Ellie. He's
like-
super cool. Hunter Green too has been dealing. He had a bad start recently,
Yeah, he had a tough start, but
but dude, he is
he's nice.
like
He's nice too.
amazing.
And man, I'm so pissed I didn't pick him up. I was literally thinking about picking up Andrew Abbott for a start
Yeah.
last week because
Yeah.
I saw him come back, but I was like, he's playing against the Orioles. Obviously, I was like, man, this might be one of those games where Abbott just gets hit a little bit. So I didn't pick him up because I just needed like a decent start, and I regret it 100%. Guys been turning up,
Um.
but
Yeah. Sorry, dude. I was
yeah,
watching that LA De La Cruz play, and that thing was nasty. Dude,
yeah, but Abbott, dude, Abbott's nice.
he's nice, and
Abbott's
Hunter Green, they have some good pitchers. 11 and 12. I don't. I kind of believe it. Like I think they'll be slightly above 500. Um. I don't know.
Good. I fed them. They're all good.
I don't know if I believe.
Oh.
Um. I don't know if I believe 11 and 12. I think they're going to be a little bit better than that at the end of the year. Um.
Yeah, I mean, 11 and 12 is it's kind of like a tough spot. I do think they're going to be way better. I think they just need like a couple of their starters to like turn it up a little bit. Like I mean, Nick Martinez hasn't been pitching great. I think getting Andrew Abbott back is going to be huge for them because now they have I think like a decent 1-2-3, which is, Green. Singer's always been a guy that I always liked.
Yeah.
I mean, him starting off 3-0 is good, and Abbott coming out and just pitching well, man. He's pitching so good. So I think they're gonna be in a good spot. I think they have a chance. I don't know, like you said, dude. This wild card race is gonna
That's
be
the thing.
insane.
I want to say they'd make the wild card, but I can't put them above so many of these teams in this league where Yeah. Like they're gonna be good, but
And
like the only way they make the playoffs in my eyes is if they somehow win the division, and I don't know if that's gonna happen.
yeah, and it's just unfortunate that they are in the NL. I think
Yeah.
it's just it's one of those things where they're going to be a really good team in a tough league, and that's kind of it.
Yeah. Move on to the Cardinals, 9-14. I expect this.
Yeah,
I expect them to be bad.
yeah,
I
kind of
I really not much else I can really put there to it. They're not the best. They don't have, you know, the best of pitching. They don't have the best of lineup. They
no,
don't have really the best of anything besides Ryan Helsley in the pen is a really good closer. It's
it's kind of it.
unfortunate he's not really going to be able to do anything because their team
Yeah,
sucks.
the
Sonny
team
Gray's been
suck.
pitching well. They're pretty young, so they got some stuff to look forward to. I expect,
I
yeah,
mean,
they're
I
gonna be,
I
yeah,
Ivan Herrera's been like a bright spot.
yeah. He had the three
He's hurt,
homers against the
but
Angels
you
that
know,
one day.
yeah, which is kind of nasty. But
Yeah,
I don't know. This is just a team that's going to be not making the playoffs.
yeah.
It's hard to talk about teams when they're in the NL right now. They're 9-14 and they're just not good.
And you
Like
know they're not good. You knew they were not
there's
gonna be
just
good.
nothing to say besides I mean a couple of the bright spots is like I mean Victor Scott is kind of a stud. He's
He's
nice.
cool. He's fun.
He's
He's fun
nice.
to watch.
He's
Mason
fun to
Wynn
watch,
needs to
but
really turn it up. Jordan Walker needs to find
yeah.
it. He was such a top prospect for what
I mean, I really thought Jordan Walker was gonna,
be the
be
next guy.
be
Yeah,
decent. Like, yeah, I think he was gonna be really good. I mean, Lars Nootbaar is always just a player that I think
he's
about, and
fun. I like him.
he in when he played in the baseball, what was it, the
World base.
WBC?
Yeah,
In the WBC, I mean, he looks sick for Japan,
Japan. Yeah,
and
it's fun. Yeah,
I thought he was gonna bring it, back to St. Louis. Fortunately, he's just kind of he's hasn't been great. I think the injuries kind of set him back a little bit, but I think I believe this 100% for their record. They're
yeah.
gonna kind of stay
It's exactly.
below 500 and just not
And
really do
just be
much this
bad,
year.
and
Yeah,
we'll just move on. So going to the Pirates, who are kind of gonna be in the same exact spot as the Cardinals. We could say a lot of the same exact things.
uh,
Skeens is struggling a little bit. I wish I remember the account I saw it from, but someone broke down the pitching differences and like his Skeens mechanics from last year to this year. He's like
yeah,
his hip is not like clearing or something as much. I don't remember what the guy explained it, but it's noticeably different and it's like obviously showing. He's not
yeah,
the same Skeens. He's still pretty damn good. Can't deny it, but like he's not the same and it's so annoying that they have some of the best, young pitching prospects. It sucks Jared Jones got hurt, but they got Bubba Chandler coming up soon as well. But
yeah,
they're so young pitching. Yeah, they're very young pitching, really good, and they don't add any batters. Like, what are we doing?
yeah.
Like,
That is insane to me.
it's very
Like they just
Mariner esque. It's just like you have this
they didn't
great
add
pitching,
anybody.
like your weeks. It's very like opposite of the Angels. Like, what? It's like you can't
Yeah,
like they're one of the worst offenses in the league every year, and they don't add batters. It makes no sense. I don't get why
it
no hitter would want to go play in Pittsburgh with some of the best young pitching like that. Like
it is kind of insane when you look at their hitters. I feel like I've seen the same names up there for the longest
for
time. I mean, it's like
the
Brian Reynolds and Andrew McCutcheon have just been there forever,
yeah,
and they really have just not done anything in terms of adding people or adding, any excitement besides O'Neal Cruz. O'Neal Cruz is, but I mean, they didn't add him; they drafted him,
no,
and
they traded for him. He was a
oh, they
Dodger.
did trade for him.
He was a Dodger, yeah.
Oh yeah, he was a
He,
Dodger,
but
huh?
like he was like Tatis trade. We got traded super early on, so like no one knew of him, and he kind of
Yeah,
just ended up being really good. But yeah, basically came up with the Pirates, like so you can't really count that as an ad. Like they just, it's
yeah.
just
It's just
they suck.
I don't know.
It's
I really want teams, and I mean, this is coming from a Dodgers fan that obviously, our owner loves to spend money, so it's great. But this is a team where I do wish they spent money because Haney's been nice, Skeens has been nice. It's like they have a decent pitching staff where it's like, if they just invested a little bit in their offense, I mean, they'd be stellar. I think they would be in the mix for the Central, and
Yeah,
Like they'd be
if they
decent.
picked up,
I don't think they would win the Central with how good the Cubs and the
if
Brewers
they
are, but
could, if they signed a couple of hitters, they would be in the mix.
yeah,
Like I
I agree.
wouldn't be
So
surprised if they're just a couple games off. But that is the Central. Moving on to the best division in baseball by far.
oh, it's just
Right now, they have the Dodgers just above the Padres. They are
what
both
odds?
16-7. Dodgers, I don't think they're saying it's like you could go the opposite of a bad team. This is kind of the same thing. You can't really say it like this is what everyone expects of the Dodgers. 16-7, one of
Yeah,
the biggest, off seasons in history. They back it up.
with another great offseason.
Yeah, and you just keep doing it. Some immediate takes I have him on him, dude. Tommy Edman,
Nice.
7 home runs.
I know you didn't believe in him, but
No,
I told you, Tommy Edman.
yeah.
He's there's it's crazy. I mean, this guy is like saving us in some games. Where like honestly, our bats I think are starting off super slow, which is insane. Our bats are
Hmm.
starting off really slow.
And you're 16
I
and
think,
7.
which is crazy. I don't know. I mean, I said this in the beginning that I think they're gonna have over 110 wins, which I think could be possible. I think it would be insane.
I've said it to you, and I still think it. If you're not breaking the win record as a Dodger, like that's a loss. Like in my
Yeah,
eyes, you're not like that was a failure of a regular season. Regular season doesn't matter. They're gonna make the playoffs no matter what. Yamamoto, dude, he's looking like an
yeah.
ace. He's looking
He's
exactly like what they paid him to be.
yeah, and I mean he's nice, and I mean Roki started off a little slow, but I
Rookie.
mean he's kind of yeah
He had a good start.
he's nice.
He
He's pitching well,
he's fixing his command issues, and that was his biggest problem. Um,
and our bullpen is just like I mean Jack Dryer's
you
so
you
nutty.
guys
Yeah,
have
Jack Dryer, Ben Kasparius, they're
you
so
have
nice,
5 closers in
which
your
is
bullpen.
insane.
It's
It's
like you
nuts.
could, yeah, it's stupid and it's really just it's not unfair. I do think, yeah, I don't know, dude. They're so good.
Yeah,
There's
it's
it's I can't really say anything more besides they were expected to be one of the best teams and they are one of the best
they
teams.
are, and I
And
mean Bobby Miller, go learn Chinese, buddy.
yeah, go learn Chinese, buddy.
You're going to the Guangdong Tigers, brother. We'll see you later. Because I mean, he's just how do you have an 18 ERA on the best team? Like it's just get out of here, dude.
Yeah,
We do not need you. And I mean, Dustin May's been nice. I really like Dustin May. Dustin May's
I
you know
saw
my redheaded lover. He's just amazing. He's good
dude, he's nice, which is good for you guys because you guys get hurt.
all the time,
I
consistently.
saw Glasnow got hurt yesterday
Tough,
with an
tough,
apparent elbow injury.
which is not great ever.
So I mean, everyone knows Glasnow.
Yeah,
He also had leg
could
cramps in that
be out.
game, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah,
Dude, Glass now, I swear, man. If he stays healthy, he's just
I mean,
he's like he could be like a top 5 pitcher
yeah, I mean,
realistically.
you guys have
Real talk.
Snell hurt right now. Like it's just the same story with a lot of those guys. But if they're all
Yeah,
there for the playoffs, so what does it matter? Because yeah,
exactly, exactly.
moving on
On
to the
to the little brother,
Padres.
little
Mm,
brother.
they are a little brother right now. San Diego Padres, 16-7. Um, I did not expect this at all. I
No,
thought they would
it
be the third best team in this division. Obviously, it's early, but like 16-7, plus
is
the way
nice.
they've been playing, yeah, that they are pretty damn nice, and they haven't had Merrill for like the past week and a half.
And I mean,
Um,
their schedule's been pretty gnarly too. I mean, you look at their schedule. They've played the Cubs, played actually
Guardians are
the Cubs a
decent.
lot. They played the Guardians. They played the Tigers.
I mean, really,
Played the
the only
Rangers,
bad team they've
Braves.
played is the Rockies,
Yeah, realistically.
and they're 16-7, and
I mean they're nice. It's hard not to say anything about their, you know, their roster. Their roster's good. You know, you'll always see Manny Machado up there. You'll always see Fernando Tatis up there. Gavin Sheets was surprising to me. He's
dude,
nice.
he's so good. He is really good.
Yeah,
Steal for the Padres, but bro, Tatis,
eight home runs is crazy.
I
Batting 350.
so the take I had about Kyle Tucker and Tatis for my thing was I put Tatis above Cal Tucker because I said I think Tatis is like a lot. Like I think he's gonna go back to the Tatis we remember him as in 2020, and dude, he's showing it. And that ball he hit Saturday night when I was at Dyken Park, bro.
Bro, I saw
Did
that.
you? It was still rising as it cleared the Crawford boxes and hit the big like signs above the Crawford boxes. I think that
Yep.
ball would have gone like 450 on a line, dude. It was one of the hardest balls I feel like I've ever seen hit. I don't know off the bat how fast it actually
And I mean,
was.
you can fact check me on this, but I think he's 24 or 25.
If he's 24, I'm gonna. He's
I think he's
26.
24.
He's
Oh, okay.
26. I was
See,
like,
I
if he's
mean,
24, I'm like, that is wild.
but dude, the kid is just reaching his peak athleticism age, and I mean,
Yeah,
8 home runs, 7 steals. Like he's doing it
he's doing
every way
everything.
possible. Batting 350. Like I don't know, that kid's nuts, dude.
Yeah,
And
he's
Jackson Merrill is coming back soon,
and
which
he
is gonna be
was killing
scary.
it. He got a fat extension, which is good for him. Um,
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean, yeah,
I
dude.
did not expect this. I didn't expect him to be this good, but they're playing great. It's fun to watch.
And I believe it. It's
I
one of those
believe
teams
it.
that it's not a fraudulent start. I mean,
Yeah,
their pitching is going to be decent. I think that's going to be their one thing that'll hold them there. It's like if their pitching is good,
yeah,
then I think they will be a hard team to beat.
and they will, and they're pretty much a lock for the playoffs in my eyes.
Yeah.
Damn, this division is deep, dude. You go down the Giants, 14-8, just lost the series to the very own Angels, which is unfortunate for them. I don't know if that's read too much into that, but the Giants are a lot better than I thought they would be. They spent a lot of money
Yeah.
this offseason. It's great seeing Jungkook Lee playing amazing. He's fun to watch,
Dude,
dude.
it's so sick. I
Yeah,
I I was a big believer in Jung Hoo Lee,
you were. I remember. Did you
and
draft him last year?
I
Right?
drafted him last
Yeah.
year. He played, I think, maybe like 30 something games and then got hurt.
I don't even think it
And
was that much, bro. I think it was literally
it
like
might have
10.
not it might have
I
not
think it
even
was
been that much,
super
but
early in the year.
and he's that guy. I think
No,
he's gonna be there like starting
he's
center fielder for a
a while.
while.
Yeah,
Like
he's really good.
so I do believe in the Giants too. The Giants
I think they're
just another
good.
fun team to
Willie
watch.
Adames
Yeah.
was added. Pitching is
Matt Chapman's been decent.
Matt
He's
Chapman's been
okay.
good. Their pitching is not, I wouldn't say the best. Um,
No, I wouldn't say that.
if there's something
Hayden
that's
Birdsong, man. I think
he's
I think
nice. They need to put him in the
if
rotation
Roop
again, dude.
I know if Roop kind of, because I think Roop is their fifth starter, but Hicks could be gone too because
Dude, he's
Hicks
sucking.
has not been pitching
I'm giving
great.
him one more start tomorrow, and if he does
Who's
bad,
he
he's
playing?
Milwaukee.
That's tough.
If he pitches good, I'll give him for more. But this he's on a thin
I'm
line
gonna
right
I'm
now.
gonna I think he's gonna give you -3 points.
I think so too.
-3 sounds about right.
Yeah,
But Hayden Birdsong, dude, they have him in the pen right now. That kid's
he's nice,
tall as hell.
tall.
I
He's
think he's like
nasty.
6'7", 6'8", and he's nasty. And I think in spring training he had like a 1 or like a .98 ERA through like I think it was 18 innings pitched or something like that. Like he's nice.
He was
Kid
good
is
last
good.
year too. I was surprised he, you know, doesn't have a spot. I'm sure once the eventual Verlander injury happens, he'll probably get that spot. But yeah,
And I think they're a believable team. I think they are also kind of just one of those teams that's going to end up in the wild card. I think.
yeah.
Um, they're good. They're
14 and
good.
8, they're good. See, dude, it's gonna be tough when we start sitting here thinking about who the wild card teams are. Cause I don't know if I believe. Like, I think they're good. I don't know if they make the playoffs though.
I don't know. It's tough for
But
me to not see them in making the
but
playoffs.
like, dude, yeah, I guess it's gonna be tough. But Diamondbacks 13-9. I believe this. They're good. They're really good. Um,
It's insane how deep the NL West is,
yeah.
and
Then you
I
got the
mean,
Rockies,
yeah, you have the Rockies,
who
but
just get their ass beat.
we'll give them their time in a second. This Corbin Carroll. This guy
So
is
good.
something else. He's so good. Still
Josh
fun to watch.
Naylor killing it.
Josh Naylor. I know you didn't really like him on the Guardians.
No, I don't. But when he went to the Diamondbacks, because of all the protection he's gonna have in this
He's
lineup,
just
it's like now
he's
they have
nice.
to throw to him, and he's good.
Yeah, and I mean, Pavin Smith,
Pavin Smith breaks, bro. He's really good.
dude, he's just been nasty. I don't know. This is another team that it's just it sucks that they're in the NL West.
It
I
does.
think
It does
I think
suck.
they would
They'd be
be
winning.
up there in a lot of divisions.
They'd be winning divisions if they were in any other division besides the West, NL West or NL East. You put them in any other division, I think they're gonna be like very close to winning that division.
Yeah, because I mean, their schedule's been kind of whatever, but they beat the Cubs a decent amount of times. Beat I think they've split the series against the Dodgers so far. I don't know. They've been good. It's the NL West is gonna be fireworks heading into the playoffs,
That
and
race is gonna be
yeah,
sick.
yeah,
I think the
and I
Dodgers
mean,
will eventually run away with the division, but that wild card race
yeah,
is gonna be sweet.
I think they're gonna win the division by the Dodgers are gonna win the division by probably 10 games,
No, I don't think
ten
it's
to
gonna be
15
that
games.
bad, dude.
Because
If that happens, right? Like the Padres, we're probably penciling them in for around 94, 95 wins.
Well, what was my prediction? 110? 110 wins?
I guess if dude, I guess
It's unrealistic. I mean, this is just like,
no, but like
you
it's
know,
really not for the Dodgers. Like it's
it's
really
because I
not.
mean, I could see some crazy like if injuries happen, it's that's also the scary part about, baseball. If there's if somehow injuries just start popping up on the Dodgers, it's like it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, we glossed over it a little bit, but I mean, the fall off from the Diamondbacks to the Rockies is just
This is like
it's tough.
this is like the White Sox. Really, not much to say here. They suck. They're four and
Yeah.
17. Everyone expected this. They are. You know that meme where it's like the dragons and there's like two fierce looking ones and then like a stupid looking
Yeah.
one. That's the
Yeah.
Rockies, dude, in this division, and
Yeah.
they are basically a AAA team. Um, if there's
I don't
one bright spot on that team, Brenton Doyle, I guess.
it's been
He's
I
been
guess good. Zach Veen started off with that purple hair.
dude.
Awful look.
He had a home run the other day. They suck.
Yeah.
They're not going to
They
be
suck
good. They're going to be probably the worst team in the league this year, if I had to put it
and
down.
probably for another couple years. I mean, Chris Bryant is just that was such a tough call to give him so much money.
He gets hurt
And he
every
he
year.
just can't stay healthy. So,
Yeah, this is pretty much expected. But all right, let's do the playoff thing again.
yeah.
One seed will be my Dodgers. I think you'll probably agree with that.
Yeah.
Um, the two seed I probably put. Dude, I think I put the Phillies. I think they're gonna win the East actually. And
Yeah,
then
I can see that.
the Central, I will put the Cubs.
I like that. I
So I
like that a
think
lot.
1, 2, 3. Dude, I might even put Cubs too. But we'll say Dodgers, Phillies, Cubs. Now this is where it gets hard, dude. Three wild card teams. You have to choose three wild card teams, right? You gotta choose between the Mets, Braves, Padres,
Brewers.
Giants, Diamondbacks, Brewers. And you could even I like just because the other teams are so good. Don't want to say Reds, but you could include the Reds just because they're the next
Because
team.
they can be that team, which is crazy.
If they So that's
Yeah,
seven
I mean,
teams that are fighting for three spots. We can pretty much count the Reds out.
yeah.
Um,
I realistically I think so. Yeah, pretty much the same exact three as your three. I think it's gonna be Phillies, Cubs, Dodgers, and I can see it being
I think I go
Padres
Padres will be the best wild card
the
team.
best. Yeah,
Then I'm gonna
I got
go. This is hard, dude. I don't. I think I go Mets.
Braves.
You going Braves are the Mets finishing?
Oh man, I don't know, dude. It's so
So
rough.
you're saying
This
that
is
dude, that's I don't think I'm gonna count the Giants out. I don't think they make it. I think they're gonna the age will hit them. They're not gonna eventually be that
yeah.
team. So then you're looking at the last two spots between the Diamondbacks, Braves, and Mets. I think the Diamondbacks and Mets,
Mets.
dude. But
Yeah,
like, I could also
I
see it being
didn't.
the Mets and the Braves. Like, I also could see it being the Braves and the Diamondbacks. I could see, like,
This is gonna be such a fun,
yeah,
fun wild card race. I think I do see the Diamondbacks beating out the Giants
yeah,
for that spot. I think it's gonna be two teams from the NL West that go to the wild card, and that's gonna be the Padres and the Diamondbacks. And then, man, dude, the NL Central though is just sick to watch too.
dude. Like, we're gonna have to count out the Brewers too. Like, dude, that is. I think my locking in. I'm going Padres, Mets, Braves. Nope. Padres, Mets, Diamondbacks will be my three. Nah,
The
dude, I can't do that.
I
I can't do that. Padres, Mets, Braves. I'm locking that in. That's what I first said, and I trust it.
Okay, I'm gonna go Padres, Diamondbacks. Oh man, I could see the Braves missing the playoffs this year, like barely though. And it's hard for me not. I get, man. I think it's gonna be Padres, Diamondbacks. Did you go Met? Is that what you went to?
No, I
Padres,
want
Diamondbacks, Mets.
Padres. I want Padres, Mets, Braves.
I think I'm gonna go Padres, Diamondbacks, Mets.
That's fair.
Oh, man,
The
because it's
match,
like
yeah,
dude. It is such a cool.
dude, it's gonna
I don't
suck.
know.
Not we're gonna like not be able to watch some of these really good teams in the playoffs.
Yeah,
You
it's gonna
put,
suck not to see the Reds in the playoffs. It's gonna suck not to see the Brewers.
but like you put
Arguably the Braves.
some of
Yeah.
these teams, like throw them in the AL Central or like the AL West, and let's watch them over, some of the other
Like
teams.
I can see it would be so cool if they introduced like a playoffs where there wasn't really divisions, but then there would just be no point in divisions. It would be so cool to just see these teams go
Just
at it.
best record. Just
Yeah, just kind of like how they extended the 12 team playoff, or they made it like a 18 playoff for
like a
the college
play-in
football.
thing, that'd be pretty sick. Or they playing
Yeah.
tournament like the
Oh yeah, like that
NBA.
too. That'd be kind of cool, dude. Those games would go crazy
Yeah.
because the play-in
One
tournaments were
game.
actually like
But if they
pretty
just
fun
did
to
one
watch. Yeah,
game.
just
Like
one.
how the wild card used to be one game. That was so sick. But yeah, it would be cool if they did that. But I think that's we're gonna wrap it up, dude.
Yeah, I think
That was our
that was a
predictions. Do
that
we
was a lot of
believe?
fun.
Yeah, it was
I
fun.
I think we had some decent choices. I'm excited to watch this video like towards the end of the year and
Mm-hmm.
see how
Like, dude, we
how
were
bad
so
or good we did.
stupid. We were
Yeah.
so stupid. How the heck did the Dodgers not make the playoffs?
Okay.
LOL.
Okay. Last question, then we'll finish it up with this so that
Yep.
comments also have something to do. But your AL MVP, NL MVP.
Yep. Let's do that. My AL MVP.
it has. I mean,
Just
let's
off
see.
the rip,
Let's.
what I'm thinking about AL MVP is going to be. I don't want to go boring. I don't want to go Judge. I really want to say Mike Trout. I really want to say Mike Trout. AL MVP, locking it in. Julio Rodriguez.
That that would be cool. That would be cool. I can see that.
But also, changing my answer actually. Sorry. Alex Bregman is going to be my pick.
Okay. All right. I like that. I don't mind that at all, actually.
But Bobby's right there too. No. Alex Bregman.
Okay.
I like going fun.
Since we're going more so fun, you know what would be so sick? It'd be crazy. It'd be actually stupid. I don't see it happening. Would be cool though. But like Spencer Torkelson,
Oh, dude, he'd be up there right now.
that'd be pretty sick.
That would
like
be
just to
sick.
see such a stark difference from him like
Yeah.
sucking to just being the MVP would be cool. Obviously, I think we know it's gonna be probably Judge.
Probably gonna be Judge or
'Cause, I
Bobby.
mean,
It's gonna be
he's
Judge
batting-
or Bobby most likely.
Yeah, Judge or Bobby. Yeah, true. He's batting 384.
J Ram too. J Ram deserves an MVP, man. It's so wild he
Oh
doesn't have
man,
one
that
yet.
that year he lost the MVP to who was it? To Judge, right? In
Yeah, I mean he's always
2023.
knows he lost a lot to Otani when he was with the Angels.
Oh,
He would
that's
have
true.
a
That's true.
crazy years, but just not have it. I'm gonna lock in Bregman. You're locking in Spencer
I'm gonna say
Torkelson.
Torque.
I like that.
I like
I
Torque.
like that.
I like Torkelson.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
we'll see. We'll see how they end up at the end of the
Yeah.
year.
This
And then
one,
NL.
NL. There's a lot of easy answers here. I think my
Yeah.
fun answer is gonna be like this is probably not as much, but if we were talking before the year, I'm gonna say Tatis.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
I think
playing
it's a
like
fair
it for
one.
sure. Actually, no, no, no. I'm changing it.
Was that your dark horse choice for our dark horse MVP race?
No, mine was Ellie. They had him at
Oh
plus two
yeah,
thousand, which
Ellie
is
plus
wild.
2000, which is crazy.
I'm sticking with that. I think no. I just thought. I think Jackson Cherio, bro.
That'd be fun.
I
That'd be
think
fun.
he's gonna
I
do
like
it.
that one. I like that one. I mean NL.
It's so many
I
good players, dude.
I was kind of jealous when Parker took Corbin Carroll because I
Dude,
forgot about that.
he was the
Corbin
other.
Carroll's
He
nice.
was the other name I was thinking of.
He's nice. I think he's going to do well, but you know, oh man, dude, there's just so many good teams. Fernando Tatis is just so nasty,
Bro,
dude.
there's like legitimately like 9 people I can
And
think of.
I mean, Kyle Tucker, dude. Kyle
Yeah,
Tucker is
that's
just
it's like I mean, Kyle Tucker, Otani, Freeman, like all those are too easy.
they're
But
they're all so free.
one of the
And
Otani or Tucker are probably gonna end up winning it.
yeah, I
But
can see that.
I'm gonna
But
stick.
Corbin Carroll, I think if
Yeah,
if if he gets if he gets enough steals and he turns it up, like his batting average is good right now. But I mean, you just see Tatis tearing it up on the base path too. Like he's just disgusting.
yeah.
So I think it's gonna be very fun. So yeah, make sure leave it in the comments who your NL or AL MVPs are, and we'll come back to this video at the close to the end of the season, see what our predictions
We'll
look
either
like.
laugh or look like geniuses. So
Yeah, and I hope it's the latter. I hope we look like absolute geniuses, and I hope it's profitable for all of us. And I think it's gonna be a lot of fun this season.
yeah, definitely. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna be trying to do these a couple times a week. So definitely subscribe, like, comment, share, all that fun stuff. Appreciate you guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
See ya.